So everyone has to communicate a vision of the world, right? That a vision of change for their prospect. We all have enough solutions, enough stuff. And so you have to communicate in some way that you have a prospect who's in this place of unhappy, right? And you're communicating that you can bring them to some kind of happier state. And leaders need to be able to succinctly explain whether they're trying to raise money, whether they're trying to convert a prospect, whether they're trying to communicate why talent should join their organization. They need to be able to communicate that story in a succinct and a compelling way about why this company is doing something meaningful that's going to help people. And that is what that narrative does. It aligns a company around so that all their functional areas are telling the same story and a story of a better future for a specific kind of person.
Okay, it makes sense, but walk me through it like a scenario with a different client that you've worked with on where they were and then kind of the steps you took that helped them get to where you wanted them to be.
Sure. So I think, to break down a full pitch is a complex idea, but I can give you some frameworks and ways of thinking about this. So a really common way that people pitch their business, okay, is to say, hey, my name's Brendan. I've been in marketing and advertising for 20 years. I've worked with the following companies, and I'm the best in advertising, right? They start with a lot of me statements. And so what an effective pitch is going to do is it's not going to focus on me statements. It's going to focus on how is the world changing? How does the person you're speaking with need to change their behavior in order to be successful in this new world, with this new game? And then how is your solution uniquely qualified to reach that future? So there's a company called Zuora, which was a subscription management platform, right? And one way they could have positioned their business is said, hey, we help drive more than 1 billion subscriptions for companies across the globe, right? But instead what they said was, we've now entered the subscription economy. There's been this massive shift in the way consumers want to do business, right? They now want subscriptions, not just transactions. And if you want to be successful in surviving in this new world, you need to provide a subscription experience. They provide examples of how companies like GE and I'm trying to think of who else is in their deck now, but basically how people pivoted from these product-based transactional ways of doing business to subscriptions, the outcomes of that, and how their tool can help you as an enterprise make this pivot and be successful.
Okay, and have you worked with leaders on how they kind of use your system for better engaging people who work for them?
So if you think about what a person joins a business, like what makes an engaged employee? It's someone who feels like their job is meaningful, who has clarity around how what they're doing maps to what the organization is doing, and feels like that they're helping to make the world a better place in some kind of way, right? In addition to, obviously, are they paid fairly and things like this. And so using this exact same mechanism, right? Using this narrative, you can help to align an organization around, this is the future we're creating. This is the result and the better world we're building for people. And then you, as individual parts of this team, here's how all that ladders up, right? Like, here's why this feature you're shipping matters, engineering, or here's why this customer service, change we're making matters, customer service, or whatever the function.